Knowing this near universal pattern helps to assess new brands and existing ones.
What don't marketers know?
Quite a lot. Marketers largely live in an anything-goes world where the latest fashion or fad drives an awful lot of practice.
Segmentation is the recognition you can't serve everyone with equal satisfaction.
This is the Zac Anesbury Show.
Welcome. On today's podcast clip, we have Associate Professor Müller from Northwest University, South Africa. You've got this awesome position as senior lecturer, and then you've moved to program leader for marketing management, and you did that role for about 5 years. Now, I'm assuming that means that you've gone from running your courses to running and managing the faculty who run all of the courses. Is that right?
Okay, so within my school, we've got 4 main programs. We've got our business management program, our marketing management, sport management, and safety management. Marketing management is offered across all 3 of our campuses, as well as the business management. So the role of that person or the program leader is then to ensure that everything within the marketing degree or the BCom marketing degree is in line, helps with all the reporting, ensures for intercampus alignment. Because at the end of the day, the students are getting the same degree. So someone needs to manage that alignment, that they do get offered the same content.
Yeah. Okay. And do you have a role in, so that's less of teaching and it's more about making sure there's compliancy, I guess, and quality control. So does that involve managing staff at that point?
Yes, you do manage your staff that lectures the marketing modules within your department.
Yeah.
And usually when you move into that role, you do get a slight teaching load reduction because there's more admin involved.
Yes. Yeah. That's, I think, very similar. So we have a role called program director, and I think that sounds like a kind of like a very similarity. We don't have multiple campuses, though. That does sound a little bit harder.
That's probably one of our biggest challenges.
How far away are these campuses from each other?
So ours is in Gauteng. Then we've got one in Potchefstroom, which is about, let's say, an hour away from me. And then we've got one in Multilingual, which is basically on the border of Botswana. So to drive from my campus to Multilingual is about a 3-4 hour trip. And I think the biggest challenge is the student populations differ tremendously. On our campus, we've got like a healthy mix. It's sort of like the South African population. At Potchefstroom, they've marketed or positioned themselves as an Afrikaans institution. So there's a lot of Afrikaans-speaking students, and they also offer a lot of their classes in Afrikaans, which is one of the local languages. And then in Multilingual, again, they actually have a lot of international students from Botswana coming in. They only offer in English. And you can imagine if you want to do that content in context, it's 3 different contexts. So it really becomes challenging.
How? I speak one language, and I can't understand. I'm always in awe of people who are bilingual. That's for sure. Is that something you grow up with in South Africa? You speak English and Afrikaans?
Yes, in South Africa, I think it's standard for people to speak at least 2 languages. It's part of our school syllabus as well. You have a first language and a second language. But I must say, I was blown away during my recent trip to Romania. I met people who's lecturing in 3 languages. Like the one guy who hosted us, Prof. Dabijova. He lectures in English, in German, and in Romanian. It blows my mind. Yes, I'm bilingual, but I'll struggle to lecture in Afrikaans. I studied my whole life in English.
Yeah. And then so how does that work if you're like, it's the same course and it's in 2 different languages? Does the textbook or your teaching materials, they're translated, I assume?
The textbook don't get translated. Usually at first year level, there is translated textbooks available. But moving to second and third year level, they use the English textbook. The lecturer teaches in Afrikaans, or if the lecturer can't teach in Afrikaans, there's a talk. So the students sit with earpieces and they can follow in Afrikaans.
Wow.
Our tests and assessments all get translated.
Yeah. That's a logistical. I'm pretty impressed.
It's challenging, but yes, I think that's one of the main selling points specifically for our Potchefstroom campus. I think currently we're one of the few institutions in South Africa that do offer that.
Yeah, and I guess it means I could be wrong, but it makes education more accessible because you're offering it in multiple languages. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know about you, but I grew up with not much at all, and education thoroughly changed my life. The ability to learn knowledge and to, I guess that creates value as for yourself in the marketplace. I'm a real big component of education, so I think it's wonderful that this is happening.
No, it's awesome. Every year I get goosebumps during our graduation ceremonies when there's students coming up on the stage, and the backstory. This is the first person in that family who not only went to high school but actually graduated, and to see the tears rolling, the families cheering. Education changes lives.
And you're right. So it's not just that one, graduate, it's their entire current family. And then it's going to have an intergenerational effect. So their children are going to have a more educated father or mother in their household, and they'll be able to educate their children a little bit better, and so on and so forth. Like it's the thing that, same as you. It's the thing that really it makes me proud of the profession, is that we do play a very small part in someone's life, but that hopefully has a ripple effect. And I guess that flows back to that, we're not teaching students, we're teaching humans, like a teaching philosophy that we were talking about earlier. Hi everyone, Zac here again, and just a few quick reminders before you go. If you're listening to the podcast and are considering incorporating it into your secondary school or university courses, then please let me know and I can guide you through the process. If you're enjoying the show and getting some insights from it, then please leave me a 5-star review on your podcast listening platform. It would go a long way to spreading the word. If you know someone who would benefit from this content, then I would be thrilled if you could consider sharing this episode and its knowledge with them. And finally, thank you for becoming part of the community for this show.